guys, welcome back to the channel Nays Pink Bookshelf. My name is Nays and Nays for those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video. And today's video is going to be my OWLs Magical Readathon Wrap-up. Today is April 30th as I'm recording this video, so I decided to record it simply because I have completed all 12 of the exams, which I am so excited about. But yeah, so if you haven't seen my TBR on what I decided to do as my career, you can click the eye on the screen for that. But I'll tell you guys anyway, my career choice was Metal Charmer. And for Metal Charmer, I had to take 7 required exams. But like I said, I ended up completing all 12, which was absolutely fun. So I'm going to run through the requirements, which were the 7 exams that I had to take, and then tell you guys the other ones that I read. So the first exam that I had to take that was a requirement was Ancient Ruins, and for that I had 2 options to read from. I did read one, and that was Circe by Madeline Miller. And for Ancient Ruins, that's basically retelling. And this I gave 3 stars. I did not like this book at all. I read it, I listened to the audiobook, I couldn't stand it. This is basically a retelling of the goddess Circe, and for me, the voice of Circe was just very much whiny. I didn't like how Circe just laid there and let people treat her like a dog. It irritated me to no end. Like, I didn't like it at all. I really only liked her interaction with Hermes. I think that's how you say it, Hermes. But her father was trash, her mother was trash, her siblings were terrible. Especially her brother. I thought her brother was like the sweetest thing at the beginning, but as the story progressed on and then you learn about his daughter, I was just like, no, I could not connect with this, to the point where I got 60% of the way through. I got to chapter 17, as you can see, and then I DNF'd it. I did spray the edges of my book, or painted it rather with acrylic paint. But yeah, I didn't care for this. I gave it 3 stars. Let me know if any of you enjoyed it, and if you did, what you really liked about it. I didn't care for it. Circe she whined too much and didn't really do much about it. I did like the fact that she had powers. I thought that was cool that her and her siblings all had these like witchy powers. But overall, she was a very much weak character for me. Very, very weak. So yeah, that was the first book that I finished. The next exam I had to take was arithmancy, and that was to read a work written by more than one author. And for that, I read Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and this also got 3 stars for me. Almost became a DNF. It would have been 2 stars, but I only gave it 3 stars because I listened to the audiobook. I didn't understand. I didn't know what was going on. It was just too much for me. I know that there was the Hypatia, the Alexander, and I believe the Lincoln. I think Hypatia and Alexander had humans, but then the Lincoln was trying to blow up the humans, and I don't really know. I did enjoy Katie. She was a very strong character. I loved her a lot. I did like Ezra, but can someone explain to me, was he dead or not? Did he die or not? Because I didn't understand. Aiden said that he died, but then I think he didn't die because he was on a ship. Someone explain to me this book, because I don't know. I don't think I will continue on with this series. I'm really not a sci-fi person. I like dystopian, but like actual like sci-fi with like robots and stuff, I don't like those, so probably shouldn't have read it, but I tried it. It was very mysterious, very strong, but again, I got lost when reading, and the portions with these black pages, like with the whole lot of screaming and people talk, I didn't get it. I did like the whole idea of the virus on the ships, but were the androids or the cyborgs or whatever they were, like, were the robots causing the virus, or was it a human? Like, I didn't understand. So someone please explain this book to me, because I don't get it. And it's probably because I don't care for sci-fi, but someone please explain, because I was lost. But I read this for arithmancy. The next exam I had to take was Charms, and that was Age Line, Read, and Adult Work, and for that I went with A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I love this so much. This is adult paranormal romance. It deals with Diana Bishop, who is the last Bishop witch. She is also, I believe, the most powerful witch right now, and her romance with Matthew, who is a vampire, and their romance is pretty much forbidden, but they were destined to be together, and I loved it. I gave it 4 stars though, because I did watch the series, like the show, before I read the book, so I'm hoping to read the sequel before season 2 comes out, because then I'll probably love the book more. But I read this and I totally enjoyed it. I tabbed it up. I definitely would recommend you guys to read and watch the series, because it's so good. so good. So we have this. The next exam was Defense Against the Dark Arts, and that is Reducto, title that starts with an R. And I had 2 options for this, but I only got around to 1, and that was The Robe by Lloyd C. Douglas. This is biblical fiction centered around the crucifixion of Christ, and it follows the Roman soldier Marcellus, who was a part of the crucifixion, as well as who won the robe, and his Greek slave Demetrius, right? Yes, Marcellus and Demetrius. So, oh, my phone is ringing. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I read this, loved it, gave it 5 stars. This was phenomenal. This is one of my favorites from the month, and I definitely would recommend you read it. This is biblical fiction based on Christian, you know, based off the Bible. It's based off of Christianity and the Bible. So keep that in mind. But I definitely did love it and would suggest you guys check it out. The next exam I had to take was Transfiguration, and for that, Transfiguration is sprayed edges or red cover. For that, I had 3 books listed, and I did complete 2. So the first one I read was This Savage Song, and I absolutely enjoyed that book so much. I don't know, it just was different from what I normally read, and I love the idea of monsters versus humans, and the humans being more monstrous than the monsters, and the monsters having more humanity than the humans. I loved it so much. I gave it 4.5 stars. Definitely can't wait to continue on with the final book. But I did read that. And then the next book that I had on, that was The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski. I think that's how you say that. This I actually enjoyed. I gave it 4 stars. This is just a short story. This is a collection of short stories about Geralt. I believe that's how you say his name, Geralt the Witcher. And I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought. A lot of people complained and didn't really like it, but I liked it for the fact that it was very comical. As you can see, I have a lot of yellow tabs. I listened to the audiobook while reading this, and it helped a lot. I enjoyed each character in this story. It really helped me to learn the different sides of Geralt before the series actually begins. So I did enjoy this, and I definitely would recommend it. If you guys haven't read it, this was like so awesome to me. So awesome. And the different stories actually intrigued me as well, with him going after the different monsters and, you know, just the things he said. So I did enjoy this a lot. And then the last 2 exams were exams that I just had to pick for myself. So I went with Muggle Studies, which was to read a contemporary, right? Yes, contemporary. For that, I went with The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. And oh my god, I gave this 5 stars. I loved it so much. A lot of people didn't like this because they said, I think his name was Michael was his name. Yes, they said that Michael was very possessive, but I read romance novels, be it dark romance or light romance. I've read eroticas, I've read BDSM novels. So for a lover of romance, this was not possessive at all. I think Michael was awesome. He was amazing and sweet. And I just love the interaction between him and, oh, what's her name, Kate? No, her name was not Kate. Her name was Stella. I love the interaction between him and Stella and how they grew their relationship. I thought it was so cute. I really wish there was a sequel to this because it's so cute. I know there's like a companion sequel, but I want like a legit sequel to their romance because it was so freaking cute. And I plan to actually spray the edges of this. I don't know what color. I might do yellow just to make the yellow pop, or I might do pink to make the pink on her shirt pop. Who knows? But I love this. Gave it 5 stars. Definitely would recommend this to you guys. Even I would recommend it to those who are into romance novels and don't mind a little bit of possessiveness, because this was cute all the way through, like super cute. So yes. The next exam that I picked was Potions, and that was to read a sequel. And for that, I went with Apprentice Needed, which is book 2 in the Wizard for Hire series by Obart Sky. And I love this. This is middle grade. This is so cute. I loved Ozzy. Ozzy is so cute. I gave the first book, I think, a 4.5 stars. The sequel, I gave 5 stars. This was so amazing. I love Ozzy. I love Clark. I love Ren. Ren is basically this man that you don't know if he's a real wizard or not throughout the entire series, because you never, like, one minute you think he's a wizard, but then he does something stupid that makes you think he's just a very, very smart human. So you have no idea. You have Clark right here, who is a mechanical bird that Ozzy's father created. You have Ozzy right here, and then you have Siggy, who is Ren's daughter. And I loved it so much. So yeah, I love this book. Okay, so let's move on to the rest of the exams that I completed. So the next one was Astronomy, and that's basically to read a book with star in the title. And for that, I read Star World by Audrey Callhurst and Paula Garner. This is a YA contemporary, and I gave this, I believe, 3.5 stars. I enjoyed this a lot. I thought it was cute and sweet, but it just didn't really pull me you know, a lot like I normally would in my contemporary, so I did give it 3.5 stars. I do have a written review already, so you guys can just click down below to find that. But we have this book, and I love the cover. I did spray paint the edges. They're pink. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to tell on camera, but the edges are pink. I just wanted something that was really cute and light. So we have this. Okay, the next exam is Care of Magical Creatures. Land animal on the cover. And this one I had a little problem with because I didn't really know. So the first book that I was gonna go with was Apprentice Needed because there's a bird, but he's a mechanical bird, so I'm not sure if that's like cheating, right? So I have two other ones. The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski because there is this reptile type of monster creature, and that's a land animal. It's an animal. And then we also have The Road by Lloyd T. Douglas because there are two horses on the cover. So, oh, and wait, then we have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because there's a unicorn. So I completed that. The next exam was Divination, set in the future, and basically I read the Illuminate Files. This is set in 2575, so yeah, that's like 500 years in the future. So we have that. And I believe the last exam, which is exam 12 for me, is Herbology, and Plants on the cover was that. And for that one, I have two. So again, we have Star World by Audrey Colhurst and Paula Garner because there are trees, they're plants, I don't care what anyone says, in the back, right? But I also have A Song for Stars by Ilma Todd, I believe that's how you say her name, and there are plants on her hand, and yeah, there we go. So I have completed all 12. I absolutely enjoyed doing this, especially picking a career. I'm excited for the NEWTs to come up. I definitely see that I have to have an O in Arithmancy, O in Charms, O in Transfiguration, an E in Ancient Ruins, and an A in Defense Against the Dark Arts, which I am so excited about. I have completed this entire challenge, readathon. It's been fun, and I definitely can't wait to do the NEWTs, like I said, in August. I think it is August, for the month of August, so I'm definitely going to start planning that out if I can. But yeah, if you guys took part, let me know what you guys read, your thoughts on it and everything. Leave it down below in the comment section. And I thank you guys for watching, rating, commenting, subscribing, and all that great stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!